Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Own OvenBreak, where I want you to know just before I start recording, I saw that my mic was muted. Not on like my physical microphone, but on OBS. If I did not catch that, and I record this whole episode with my mic muted, I would have been mad out of my mind. But you know what? I caught it, so we're not going to go ahead and disrupt that, because for now, and this is actually an important video to like actually try and record with my voice, because we're focusing more on Unite, bring peace to the realm, where we're going to try and beat Torrential downpour, which this is actually as I expected, where, wait, there's 6 cutscenes? Oh, it's probably like a cutscene for when you enter the level, and then when you beat the level, I think. Because they'll also be available in hard mode, right? I think, yeah, but... yeah, whatever. Anyway, we got Torrential Downpour, which we've intended to complete in the last episode, except there were, you know, little things in our path that was kind of stopping us, but it's not going to stop us so much now, because we need to do 10 more missions, but we also have some buffs affected, which, if you can see right here, it's, Passionate Jelly Bear Crate Party, or Bear Jelly Crate Party, and also Continuous Bear Jelly Crate Party. So basically, we're really focusing on the bear jellies right now. Well, originally I was thinking like, the basic bear, like the basic jellies getting like minus 2,000 points. That's not really good IMO. But now looking at this now, seeing the absurd amount of points that I'm getting right now, I think I'm starting to see like why it's working. And probably after this, what I might do is I might do an event where like I'm running in the breakout, because like, ooh, I gotta be doing some running in the breakout just so I can prioritize off of all these sweet Season 11 rewards. Whew. Doesn't feel like I was trying to crawl out my throat right there. And I guarantee you, it's not going to go away until I, like, burp or something. But that's great. And it's funny, because I didn't even eat yet today. Which, I eat at a very specific time, because, you know, whenever you fast and you got diabetes, guess what? You can't eat whenever you want anymore. I know, it's a saddened shocker, but that's how it be sometimes. But, I'm still going to live with it. I'm actually very happy because legitimately I am so close to finishing a little big video that I'm going to be releasing on HyperHimes in hopefully very soon. Because if it hasn't been already released, it's super close, legitimately. There's only like a few more minutes that I need to edit on it. I just couldn't because yesterday I had to be busy. Like, I had to participate in someone's stream, and I also had to participate in someone else's event. So I was just like, oh, I got to do literally everything. That barely gave me any time to work on content, which kind of made me upset, which, to be fair, at the same time, I also, like, it also took time away from my friend to finish a few sprites that I needed. It's not that I needed them, but it was going to be helpful for, like, the sake of, you know, making future contents, because you may have noticed that, ooh, that's, not, okay, well, it's fine, we made it back up. That was not the best, but, you know, at least I got a few bear jellies out of that. But all we need is just, wait, did we, oh, we did it. Oh, and hello, Timekeeper. Well, okay, there's all those events done, but, perfect. 285 of those points gained, and now we are finished all the way up here, so we can see how all this just breaks down. Can I get anything good out of this? No, I'm not going to get the same luck as I did from day 1 of this update. But anyway, no one's even telling me anything. It's just like, hey, you collected it. So what I'm assuming is, oh, anyone threatens... well, we're going. Now, I'm pretty sure, kind of like the Powerpuff Girls collab, what basically ends up happening is... well, the best way I can describe it is, after a certain amount of time, the Umbral Pact will kind of raid in and, like, take control of one of these levels. So you're going to have to run back at this level so you can get, I think, the Geode Stone things that you can use for the gacha. And that's if you beat them. Because the Powerpuff Girls collab did this thing where, like, oh, the enemies would come back, and if you beat them, you would get these heart things for their, you know, exclusive shop. So, expect to see that in the future, probably next time I, like, record this, because, it does say they'll raid in the next 10 hours, between the... well, I guess 11 hours, which that means they'd be reading at, like, what, 11 o'clock? Like, PM? That's so late. No, whatever. Anyway, we have, well, we do have another level, but we also have a new cutscene that we can watch over here because of the little bar, which also gives 150 of these and 500 gems. Sure, why not? Nimbus Cake Cookie. Leave the order to us. Go find the Grand Marshal. Was born having sworn brothers to live and die by royalty if not meant for a moment like this. Ha ha! Though I must admit, it's hard to laugh at I know. Time to show what we're really made of.
In that case, I'll assist with putting out the fires. A few adjustments to the irrigation channels and we could suppress the blaze considerably faster than right now. Redirecting the waterways is another option worth considering. Bamboo blade cookie, plum cookie. We can't just stand here either. Spin, twist, and strike. What? I'm gonna send every last one of these cultists flying.
Bamboo blade cookie? What's wrong? It's nothing. Let's go. Who dares stand in the path of the heir of the Skyborn clan? I shall strike you down with this unhindered azure blade, clear as the boundless sky that cuts across the heavens. Well, well, the precious young lord has graced us with his presence. Every technique you wield carries unmistakable grace and poise, but you see, battles and skirmishes are rarely so elegant. You, Wolfsbane Cookie? Ah, familiar face amongst the rabble. Bamboo Blade Cookie. You managed to pour waste cleanly into guiltiness and dull little cookie. I found myself lamenting at how I failed to make that cookie in red one of my puppets. Don't even dare mention her name. The fact that you've come this far tells me you've been weaving something filthy and cruel behind the scenes once more. I sensed the air seemed subtly wrong, and now I know why.
Oops. I hate to cut in, but could you two take this tedious little reunion elsewhere, somewhere else? Well, white broth, red broth, tomato broth, assaperas. Grind this entire clan into the dirt for the great obscure Umbra.
Rush temple, leave nothing. Burn, 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 burn bright flame of karmic doom. What is the Alliance leader, the Grand Marshal?
What in the world are those things? They don't look like ordinary cookies. The flow of energy around them is corrupted through and through.
Step back. Whatever they are, they do not belong in this world. If you don't fortify your core and steady your breathing, their corruption could seep all the way into your dough. Not bad. You deserve credit for having such sharp eyes. These are beings from a different plane and order bestowed upon us by the Ascended Great One. They could reduce the entire realm to ash in a single sweep, but let's put that to the test. Asupras, show these unworthy heretics what you're made of. White Peach Cookie, you're mine. I've been waiting for the day we'd cross paths again. There are things I need to hear straight from your mouth. How sad. Still downing in that foolish little dream of yours, foolish cousin. The world has been turned upside down and you still want to talk? I let that past die long ago. But that naive, thick-headed side of you, I admit I don't hate it. In fact, it'll make crushing you feel so much more sweeter.
I'll hold the line. I'll cut them down where they stand. Not a single one of them shall reach the Grand Marshal.
Now we're talking. Time to prove what all that training's been worth. I'll flatten every last one of them with a wonton punch. Ha ha ha! Fight with everything. Hold back nothing. For the honor and land of martial arts. I'm coming at you with everything I've got.
The three of you take the Asupras. Wolfsbane Cookie is mine.
My, is that a little too much?
A legendary spirit weapon facing off against someone so insignificant as I.
This would be a fight as much as so, one-sided thrashing.
Or perhaps... Oh, it's your little violent way of showing the very particular interest in me. Your games of poisonous incense and talismans end here. Your master's looking for something in its place, isn't that right?
Bravo, sharp as ever.
So tell me, do you intend to stand in the way of what the great obscure Umbra seeks? I have no intention of letting you succeed.
Your appearing at the Skyborn clan was not part of my calculations. Things have become slightly inconvenient, but I assure you I have no intention of holding back either.
Then from this moment, factor me into that evil plot of yours. Like a flood that shatters everything in its path, I'll strike you down like a raging tide overwhelms the cliffs. Rushing tide, splintering bamboo.
Everyone, fall back.
What extraordinary sonic energy. My dough is practically vibrating from the inside, but more importantly, who is that? Grand Marshal!
Scoundrels without roots or name dare set foot past the gates of the Skyborn clan. You dare to defile the honor and pride built across generations? I will not suffer it. So long as I stand here, Grand Marshal of the land of martial arts and head of the Skyborn clan, not one amongst the Umbra Pack shall claim so much as a handful of this land's soil.
What a presence! His spirit alone is tremendously overpowering. It's not just the enemy feeling it either, even we're being crushed under his energy.
You're telling me? If I don't keep my head down, my knees are gonna buckle.
One must grow stronger. There is no place in this land for the weak. Leave the shameful past behind with absolute power. All must be made to yield.
Something's wrong. The Grand Marshal's eyes are not as they once were. The clarity's gone, replaced by something turbid and dark. The gaze is dark enough to make my dough curl in fear. There's a longbow cookie. Watch your back. Could it be... Is he controlled?
What? Controlled? Who in the world would dare control the leader of the Alliance? Is it the flashy purple cookie over there? Oh, it's not me. Your opponent is me, and me alone.
That longbow cookie, move! The flare's coming right at you. Oh, that's a lot of power. If that had connected to your dough, it would have been shattered into pieces. Well, obviously. Did you think anything powered by the great obscure Umbra cookie would be weak and frail? Let's see if you can dodge my peace blossom petals. Show me just how much you can jump and squirm before your demise. This is indeed an incredible display of strength and power. But in order to contain the Grand Marshal's ferocity, we must combine our strength and bring this one down first. As for the other...
With aid, Wolfsbane Cookie, taste my iron mace, crush. Stand down. My blade is not meant for you.
As expected of a cookie, even the Great One is recognized. How present of you to deflect the power with a single wave of the hand. I've never imagined in the Supra could be sent offline like that. You should be thanking me, you know. Huh. Was it not for my doing that awakened that ancient power of yours? So how about returning the favor and standing aside, save the wordplay, and run while you still can. Everyone's something big's about to happen, but it's not from them. All you need to do is you need to get to 100 paces away from the Grand Marshal now. What? Why must we pull away from him? Should we not be helping him?
Power. I must have power. Greater power. The shame of it. The shame of it all. The honor of the Seal Alliance crumbling into the dirt. The Dragonbind Shrine will shatter. Disgraceful. Because it's all my fault. I need power. Power. More power. My strength is being drained.
Nimbus Kid Cookie, that's not natural. Something feels very wrong. Hey, Lungs and Tea Cookie, am I wrong? Get on my back now. Anyone caught in the middle of that ain't walking away with their dough intact.
Bamboo Blade Cookie, what's happening? The head of the Skyborn clan is draining that monster's power. This is the sugar absorption technique. It's a forbidden technique only used by the forces of evil. How could my father, the leader of our righteous alliance, know such wicked dark arts?
Oh, splendid. Now that is something genuinely marvelous. An ability that devours vitality itself. Truly, the Dragon Orb surpassed all expectations. I must have this power. Did you just say Dragon Orbs? The moment we entered the clan grounds, I sensed the Orb's malice. But this time, the Dragon Orb's power seems to be much more potent as far as surpasses what we've witnessed in Confectionville. Wolfsbane Cookie, you're a fool to believe if you could contain it.
Spare me the condensation. There's no reason I cannot. Hand over the Dragon Orb, Grand Marshal. That power is far beyond anything a disgraced cookie like you deserves. It belongs to the Dark Lord. This power cannot be taken. Who dares approach me with such insolence? It's never enough, not enough. More, I need more. Greater power.
But Father, come to your senses. The honor of the Skyborn clan must be upheld.
Fall back. Your father recognizes nothing now. The corrupt desire dwelling within the orb has swallowed his dough whole.
What an absurdly, brutally overwhelming force. Even the Supers can barely hold their ground. But the more I see it, the more I must make it mine. I want it. I need to offer up that power to the great obscure Umbra, but I cannot get close. My body is bending on its own. How unpleasant.
This is no good, Wolfsbane Cookie. How can we grab the Dragon Orb if we can't even make an approach? Are you just going to stand there and let your vitality get drained dry?
Bamboo Blade Cookie, do not think for a moment that you've won here. Even you will be unable to bear the power for long. Mark my words, we shall meet again. White Peach Cookie, gather the Supers and fall back to the stronghold.
Fine, but if I present myself in this state, what will the Great One think of me? Just imagining that soul-piercing gold stare makes my dough want to shrivel up in shame. I'd soon drink poison myself than face the gaze of disappointment. Where do you think you're going? Stop right there.
Let them go. They're not our primary concern right now. Nimbus K Cookie, I apologize in advance for my insolence. Pardon? Insolence? In advance? Why are you apologizing? Your father's lost consciousness. As such, we must roll him around until he wakes up. Simple as that. Grand Marshal, forgive the indignity, please. Yeah! I am in your debt, Bamboo Blade Cookie. Had it not been for you, I would have turned on all of our allies under the Orb's influence. Thanks to you, the clan has been saved from the brink of destruction. I know not how to repay you, There's no debt. Mutual aid is the very reason the Alliance exists in the first place. If you truly wish to thank me, though, I would say no to a well-brewed bottle of juice and a plate of steaming hot dumplings. But first, tell me about how you came to possess this ominous orb. Bamboo Blade Cookie's consistent to the very end, isn't he? It's always the same deal, isn't he? No juice, no story, just... Is the Grand Marshal really just okay? Bamboo Blade Cookie hit him pretty hard. No need to worry about me. My mind is clear again and recovering, and my strength won't take long. As for the Dragon Orb, not long ago, a scout brought word that a divine artifact had been discovered and brought it to me. But the moment it came into my hands, I felt a surge of raw power and...
Father, please do not push yourself.
Address me as Grand Marshal, for this is not a personal matter. This is an official council concerning the very survival of this realm. You must recognize and discern the gravity of a situation if you are to lead the Skyborn clan.
Yes, Grand Marshal. I will heed your words.
The orb's power was unnaturally overwhelming, wrapping itself around me and permeating through every grain of flour. I felt an insatiable craving for power, and the most wretched, pettiest desires buried within me began to emerge. The orb appears to stroke desire, a hunger for power, potent enough to drive its bearer to absorb the vitality of other cookies, just to satiate that craving. Whether righteous or evil, every warrior in the realm would yearn for such power.
Then, this thing could actually cause a whole new wave of chaos. So, what's the move here?
Our path remains the same. These dragon orbs emit a power in nature, but it is a dragon orb power nonetheless. And the only one who can truly handle such power is Halite Gauntlet Cookie. We need to head to the Halite Monastery. Lord of the Skyborn clan, I must ask that you permit me to take this dragon orb.
Of course, I proved myself unworthy of containing it. I entrust it to the spirit weapons, and ask that you carry it for the sake of preserving the Steel Alliance.
I'll accompany you. The Skyborn clan bears responsibility to what transpired here, and I refuse to remove myself from what comes next. Would it be too much to ask for your guidance along the way? I'm not exactly in the business of teaching, and I've got enough on my plate as it is, and I'm not going to turn away a cookie who wants to tag along. If you're coming, just remember to pull your own weight and keep up. My lord, I prostrate myself before the Master of the Shadows.
It seems you've took actions I've never sanctioned. Leading an assault on the Skyborn clan without my blessing. Moving against the Grand Marshal is not a decision to be made lightly. Furthermore, I granted you the Supra to annihilate our foes, not as license to run rampant and erode my will at your own discretion.
That was...
And yet even that you failed to accomplish. Tell me, what is your excuse?
We are unworthy. We acted on our own initiative, but it was for the sake of the Umbral Pact. And for you, Master. We sought to retrieve the Dragon Orb and present it to you, but Bamboo Blade Cookie interfered.
Such interference is nothing new, is it not? Once more, Bamboo Blade Cookie has made clear he has no interest in finding favor with me. You knelt before me. You swore yourselves to me. Unconditionally, you said, and this is how that oath is honored. My patience is a gift, one you clearly do not understand the value of. Every time I grant you purpose, you squander it. Time after time, you find a way to fall beneath even the lowest of expectations. It's almost impressive.
Please, my lord, grant us punishment. Whatever punishment you see fit to deliver, I shall receive it gratefully. I only ask, once our punishment has been paid in full, grant us one more chance.
Do you truly believe there will be a next time after receiving punishment from my hand?
Even as bodiless spirits, I would remain at your side, Great One. Or even as a spoiler. I would even serve you as a spoiler if it could grant me the chance to deliver the Dragon Orb to you.
All talk as usual. My lord, I too will offer up every last crumb of my dough, if that is what it takes to retrieve the Dragon Orb. That said, the nuisances are heading for the Halite Monastery. It appears that 2 of the spirit weapons will be joining forces there. Grant us the power to defeat them. I swear we will never disappoint you again.
Is that so? Then prove it. I will grant you one more chance. There is something I've been meaning to test as well. Supras, step forward.
Forgive us. We are sorry, Dark Master.
You were given the order to lend your full strength and you failed to fulfill your purpose. Your failure is simply proof of how feeble and worthless you are. I will strip away your useless shells and let you be born anew. Stronger than before, more merciless than ever. But understand, to be reborn is to suffer in equal measure. Do not despair, for I will remember your devotion. Become one. My dough, my body, it's merging, tearing, splitting, fusing. Open your eyes, Supra. A wolfsbane cookie and white peach cookie. Bring the spirit weapons to their knees before me. Why did they? And retrieve the dragon orbs. Bring glory upon this cause and to the ebony dragon. Ah, Supra. Ah, Supra. Ah, Supra.
So that's what we saw in the thumbnail, which now I can understand what the great monster was, but now we have access to the next level, which is Arena of the Undefeated. Which, I mean, these cretins look like they're going to be defeated, so I guess that makes sense. But we have still 30 missions again, and now we're running with Plum Cookie, which I think is pretty cool. We're level caps looking like level 9, level 2. Treasure gotta be at level 5, though. We'll do a nice single-handed run with this. At least our Plum Cookie's maxed out. See what we can unlock, and then that'll be a good place to end the video, just because, man, my throat after doing all those gruffly voices and all those high-pitched ones, sheesh. Oh. I will say, one of my favorite cookies is probably Zhaolongbao cookie. I think. Is that how you say it? Zhaolongbao? The short, like, toughy cookie. You know, not the one with the sword, but the one, and not the one that's like the tall lady. No, it's the short one who's like rambunctious. They give me like crunchy chip vibes. But look at all those rock punches. It's beautiful. What the plum do you think you're doing? Oh, you're large. Oh, you're even taller than Plum. Hello. Didn't expect that from someone as as tribey as you. But you know what? Fine. By the way, I apparently just did that skill. I forgot that was her magic candy, or his magic candy. Apologies. Keep forgetting all this stuff when you're kind of mixing all the lore and story. But I was about to say, if I didn't grab that, would have been fair. Okay, 30 basic jellies. I could do that. Pretty easy peasy. There we go. I did miss a rainbow bird jelly, but we're still fine as long as I'm hitting my skills. Where the plum? They're still there in the background, right? And why can't I imagine when this skill happens? They're just kind of like stuck in an infinite limbo, just like I'm running, but why am I not moving? Like you can't see them in the background because of skill, but I'm just saying for the sake of everything, like come on, get that, get that, and that. Nice double, nice. Oh, it's working. Nice. And I'm just going to do this to gather all those, which is beautiful, perfect. So far, only 5 missions done. It's not the most eventful thing, but it does have me interested in the story. Just because, I was kind of scared that, like, they were going to... well, honestly, I don't expect, like, only... how do I say this? Wolfsbane and, White Peach, I kind of don't expect them to be the only, like, side people. Like, I expect someone else to turn. Probably not in this story, because we saw it happen just for a slight amount, but that was because of the Occult and the Emerald Pack. So... interesting enough, it does seem that there's kind of like 3 sections. The good people, the bad people, and the people controlled by the Dragon Orb. So, apparently they don't want any sort of like... the Dragon Orbs, like, they're their own clan. Because, let's be honest, if you're evil, there's not much of a chance that evil people will want to coincide with evil people, unless the intentions are similar. The problem is, what did the people of the obscure, like, Umbra Pact want? The Dragon Orbs. And if you think the people who, of course, like I said, Long-Gate Dragons, but, Long-Gate Dragon is kind of like, not here now. But, like, if you think that the spirit of Long-Gate Dragon would have that, like, happen to pasture, not really. They wouldn't want that to happen in the slightest. But anyway, now that we got all these missions done, we're just beating them senseless. Look at this. Punch upon punch upon punch upon punch. Woo. Also, we got a nice mission there. Oh, a nice trophy race. That reminds me, there's some trophy races I gotta do. All right. Just because there's a new event about it. Anywho, let's collect all these, and what can we cook up at the tavern? We got... can you choose it with the coldest for me? Buddy, I already got it done for you. Oh, okay, so we got 3. Okay, there's 2 that's actually good. So we have Pink Rainbow Bear Crave creates 6 pink bear jellies when creating rainbow bear jellies. But -5... wait. I just realized why this is good, because here's the thing. This is like... wow, that's 400. That's pricey. But, like, yeah, that's good. Oh, no, I should probably select 2. But this, even though it makes rainbow bear jellies get down in points, I can also activate this one, which is Pink Bear Jelly Attack Crate, which pink bear jelly balls appear every 10 seconds. Meaning that I'll just be able to collect even more pink bear jellies to make up for the rainbow bear jellies. So, yeah, sure. So, basically, I'm going to be running, like, Pink Bear Jelly Central right here. But we'll save that for another video. I'm pretty sure, can we even have a... of all the levels to not have the Rambutan glove, where like you get more jellies based on the pink rare jellies get. Why is it not here? I don't know. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and end the video right here because well, that was a lot of lore we went through, so I'm happy about that. But with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends who enjoy kick around content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then want to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Can I upgrade that? No, I can't. Dang it. I can't upgrade the special. And if you enjoy my content, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified, like I mentioned before. But down in the description below, you can see my card website, which leads to, you know, where all my social medias are. You know, it's called We're All Plubs. You can buy some merchandise at the Plum Market, and if you want to become a plub yourself, then you can become a YouTube member for $1 a month. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the plebs who are becoming members on the HyperHimes channel, being Casual Gaming, Luli Games, Jojo Sands, Eduardo Pimentel, Wavy Plays Games, Zagai Kotsu, Luca, Dings, Umi, Pibby IRL and Electronics, Chaos Jebel, Truth the CJ Official, Anti-Prank Official, Funcat, Pebbles, Sweet Ribbon VT, Dark Flare, and Mocha CRK. Genuinely, I can't thank you all enough for all the love and support, and let's keep on growing together.